Today we are going to create this type of React application totally from the scratch. So I have a title of the shoe and some description about the shoe. So I have a nice hover on button. You can see it is responsive for all scale devices. So I have just made that justify content as a column. So this is how we can make a React application. So I have used props and desexturing. We can see inside of the components, we can see totally 6 products with a k attribute and also some description about the product. So let's get started. Okay, let's open Visual Studio Code. So inside of Visual Studio Code, we have an integrated terminal associated with it. So it's just normally like as the command prompt. If we even can run these commands on command prompt, so there is no problem. So we are going to create our application on desktop. So for that, use cd space desktop. And then to install the React application, we have a command called npx create -react -app. So and then we are going to name the folder as react-adidas, because we are going to create an application somewhat related to the Adidas. So I have named this React application as react-adidas. So it will take a couple of minutes to install. So React application is successfully installed on the folder, so that is react-adidas. So now you can see the folder on the desktop. So now let us open this folder in Visual Studio Code. So to run the React application, first open the integrated terminal. So and then we have a command called npm start. So basically it runs our React application on localhost server. So that is localhost 3000. So it's automatically open on browser. So this is how our React application gonna look like. So let us make some little bit of changes in app.js. So change the paragraph tag to anything you want, like hello, this is my new React app or application, anything you want. So just we are testing whether it is working or not. Yeah, this is working fine. Okay, now let us delete this src folder. So we are going to build everything from the scratch. So create a new folder called src. So inside of that src folder, create a new file index.js. So create another file app.js. So inside of index.js, import the React, like import React from React. So and then we are going to use the React DOM manipulations. So for that, use import React DOM from React DOM. So and then I import the app.js. So import app from app. So and then React DOM dot render. So we are going to render the things which are written in app.js. So use app, and we are going to append these things to the root. So that is document.getElement by id root. So here the root id is basically present in public. Inside of public folder, we have index.html. So everything we are going to write in app.js is going to be append to that root div. So inside of the app.js, import the React, and then let's create a function that is constant, that is app. So it will take a function. Either you can use the function or you can use arrow functions. Simply you can written as parentheses and equal to sign with greater than. So it's just like an arrow function. So and it will take the return. So inside of return, let us create a div. So for this, let us change the JavaScript to React, so that it will be easy. So inside of that, create a div with the header or h1, that is hello. So let us export this app, otherwise we will not get the things into the index.js. So export default app. Let us save the file and run the application once again, that is npm start. So close the previous file. So now you can see hello. So this is perfectly working. Okay, now let us create some components inside of the source. So further create a new folder inside of the source with the name components. So inside of components, create a new file called products.js. So we are going to place the information related to the products in products.js, and then create a new file product.js. So inside of product.js, we are going to retrieve one by one products information from products.js. So create the whole thing from app.js and paste it in products.js. So just we have to change the name. So change the name as products. So and export the default, change that app to products. So copy the same thing and paste it in product.js also. So change that name from app to product. Okay, now let us change the h1 also. So replace the hello with product, and then inside of products.js also rename the hello as products. So now we have to import these two things from the components folder. So for that, import products from, so dot slash inside of components we're having products. So here we are getting a warning, that is we have never used that products.js file. So that let us append here. So it's just normally like less than products and a backward slash less than. So now you can see we have successfully retrieved into the root. So do the same thing for the products.js also. So import product. So and then change the products to product. So append here. So now you can see we are successfully getting the information from the components. Okay, let us remove this product. So and then import statement also. So we are going to paste it in products.js, because inside of the product we are going to place the product, so that whenever we can use the props to send the information from this component to product component. So use that product. So use less than product and then space forward slash and then greater than. So this is how we can use the product inside of the products. So let us create a props. Props are nothing but it's like attributes. Normally in HTML we will provide the attributes. So in React we're giving the name as props. It's just like the properties. So here given a name called Adidas. So we're sending these props into the product.js. So we can use, so open braces, inside of braces write as props dot name. So let us look at the output. Now you can see Adidas. So this is how we can send the properties from one component to the another component. Okay, now let us remove this name on this h1 also. So inside of the react dash Adidas, so inside of public, let us create a new folder called images. So I'm going to paste 4 images. So I have taken these images from the Adidas store. So and then inside of the products, I'm going to paste a information about these images, like image, name, and price of that shoe, and some description about the shoe. So inside of the public we have all these images. So I have changed the root as image. Inside of images I have image1.jpg. So totally I have 6 products inside of the products.js. So now we are going to send this information from products.js to product.js. So let us create a section. So first let me change this JavaScript to React. So inside of that section, so let us append this product, that is less than product, so space / and get them. So let us pass the props. So I'm going to give the name as, so write as name equal to, so inside of the braces, so I have given the array name as the detail. So I am going to pass the first product, so that write as detail. So and then index will be 0. So I am going to send the name of the product, so that use dot name. So inside of product.js, let us save the same thing. So and then let's refresh the page. Now you can see main side as port inspired light. So this is how we can send the props from one component to another component. So I have just used the array. Inside of array I have different objects of products. So when you set as price, so we have price. So this is how we can send the objects from using properties, that is props, from one component to another component. So now we have to loop all the 6 products. So for that let us use, so open the braces. So and then we have the array detail. So let us use the map function. Here map is just like an higher order array function. It is similar to that of the for each loop. So it will take the parameter post. So here we are getting the products as post and then the index I. So it will take the arrow function and let us return the product and then send the props as post. So write as post equal to, so and then open the braces, send the post. So instead of product.js, let us return the same thing. So props.post.name. So let us refresh the output. Now you can see we are getting 6 different products from the products.js. So this is how we can use the map. So okay, now let us return the ID. So inside of products.js, let us change the name to ID. So now you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here we are getting 6 products. Okay, let us copy the same thing and the paste it for 2 more times. Here we are going to change ID as name and then ID as price. So refresh the output. Now you can see we are getting the 6 different products details. So let us remove the thing. So let me show you. So don't remove, let me show you. So here we will definitely get an error. So that is a warning. Here because we have a key. So whenever we are using props by using a map, we will definitely want a key attribute, because here 6 different products have different ID. So that here I am using post.id. So it's working fine. So let us remove the whole thing. So inside of the div, let us create the image attribute. So let me change the JavaScript to React so that it will be easy to write the HTML tags. So basically we are writing the HTML. So it's for the React, it just normally understand it as the whole thing as JSX. So it is nothing but we are writing in HTML format, but in React it will understand as JavaScript. So that source equal to props.post.image. So now you can see, and then let us append the alt attribute also. Here alt attribute equal to, so let us write as phone, anything you can. So now you can see here we are getting 6 shoe images. So and then let us create another div. Inside of div, let us create a paragraph tag. So and let us append the name of the product, that is props dot post dot name. So let us append the price also. So open the braces, inside of that props dot post dot price. Okay, let us refresh the page. So here we are getting the name and title also, name of the products and price of the products also. So let us add some description about the shoe. So that let us create a UL inside of that. So open the braces. So inside of that we have a list. So here list is also an array, so that here we can use the map. So for that, list dot map. So I am passing the parameter as info. Here info is nothing but some of the description about the product. So write as info and it will take a index. So it will take the arrow function also, and then use a li. So here we are using a list item. So inside of the list, let us append this thing. So open the braces. So and written as info. So let us run the output. So here we are getting an error. So that is, here it is props.post.list. So change that list to props.post. So refresh the page again. Let us see. So here we are getting error. So that is, so I have missed an dot. So that here props.post.list. So change that as props.post.list. So now it will work fine. So refresh the page again. So now here we can see we are getting the description about the products in an order list. So and then let us add a button also. So instead of button, let us write as add to cart. So refresh the page again. Now you can see we have a button with the name called add to product. Okay, now let us add some styles to the products. So for that, inside of the components, let us create a new file called style.css. So first let us change the header. So that is inside of the app.js, let us import the styles like import. So dot slash components, inside of that we have style.css. So and then change the h1. So change h1 as header. So inside of header, write as Adidas like dash men's sport. So anything you can write. So let us add some styles. Now you can see Adidas men's sport. So let us add styles in style.css. So for that, first let us remove the margin padding. So inside of that, margin equal to 0 and then padding equal to 0. So take the header. So inside of header, let us write color equal to #015f 80. So and then background equal to white, that is #FFF, and then padding 1% and margin also 1%. Box shadow you can write. So box shadow equal to 2 pixel and then 8 pixel and then 8 pixel minus 2 pixel. So write as black and then text align center. So before that, let us add font size equal to 40 pixel and then font weight also 600 or anything, and then text align center. So let us save the file and refresh. So now you can see this is the header. So now let us add some styles to the inside of that we have a section. So let us add a class. So in React we don't have a class, so we have a class name. So these are the attributes, they are created by their own. So let us write as class name products. So instead of style.css, let us take this products class. So and then display as flex and then flex direction or flex wrap equal to wrap. So and then inside of product.js, so let us add the same classes. So for the first div, so add the class name item. So these are the items we are getting from products.js. So inside of the div, add a class name. So that is details about the products. So for the paragraph that, add a class name called title. This is the title of the, it's probably it's the name of the product, and then so add the class name as price. So this is the price of the product. So let us add some styles to these classes instead of style.css. So first let us add styles to item. So here width equal to 29% and then margin 1% and then add padding 1%. So text align equal to center. So let us add a border. So that is 1 pixel solid. So and define the color as anything you want, like C6 ACF, somewhat whitish color. So let us add a hover effect. So for that, dot item colon hover. So let us add a box shadow. So it is box shadow equal to 0, 8 pixel, and then 8 pixel, and then minus 8 pixel. So that is add a color as C6 CACF. So save the file. Now you can see we are getting the products in a card format. If we change the width like 50%, it will take 2 products. So let us add some styles to details. So text align left, and then display flex, and then flex wrap equal to wrap. So and then mention the flex direction as column, and then padding equal to 5%, and then margin to be 1%. So let us add some styles to title. So first write font size equal to or font weight equal to bold, and then color of the title as so ash 015 F80, and then font size 40 pixel or 20 pixel. So let us add some styles to the price also. So dot price, and then font weight bold. So the color will be the same. So for that font size equal to 20 pixel, and then padding equal to 10 pixel. So padding top 10 pixel. So let us see the output. So this is how the title and price is styled. So now let us add some styles to the description of the product. So for that, take the unordered list, that is UL. So inside of the UL, let us write list style type, that is none, so that the dots will be removed. And then padding, so give the padding top as 5 pixel, and then font size equal to 18 pixel. So and then add font weight equal to bold, and text align left, so all the text will be aligned to the left of the card. So this is how we can see the description is aligned. So now let us add some font awesome icons. So for the such as font awesome CDN. So this is a font awesome link. So copy this link. So and then open. So inside of public, we have a file called index.html. Inside of that, so above that link, so write as link. So and then paste inside of the href. So let us add the font awesome icon before the list item. So for that use I, and then close the I. So inside of that add a class name fa space fa dash check. So it just will be the tick icons, it just normally as check item. So now you can refresh the page. Now you can see a right symbol, that is check symbol, before the list items. Okay, now let us add some styles to button. So inside of the style.css, so before that let us add the width of the image, so that width equal to 300 pixel. So refresh the page. So inside of that, so let us add some styles to the button. So that button equal to, so margin will be So add some margin top, that is 25 pixel. So and then background equal to -015 f80. So it will be somewhat bluish color. So and then add color equal to white, that is as FFF. So and then padding equal to 15 pixel and then 40 pixel, and then border equal to, so before that add border radius, that is 25 pixel. So and then border equal to 2 pixel solid. So add the color as white color, that is FFF. So and then write font weight, that is equal to bold. So and then add the cursor equal to pointer. So let us refresh the page. So now we can see the buttons. So let us add the hover effect also. So for that, so take the button and then colon hover. So for that, add the box shadow. Zero and then 2 pixel, 2 pixel and then 8 pixel. So mention the color as B8, B8, B8. So let's refresh the page. So let us change that pixel, so that change that 8 pixel to 2 pixel. So refresh the page. Okay, now it's fine. So this is how we can create the cards using style.css. So before that, we probably seen these are all the items are not aligned correctly. Okay, let us inspect this application. So we are getting an error, that is we want to have a key attribute for the list. So that open product.js. So we are getting the index. Let us append this, the key equal to, so open the braces, so add the I. So let us refresh the again. So it's working fine. So now let us add some media queries to make it responsive. So open style.css and write as, so let us write @media only screen, and so open the parentheses, inside of that max width. So we are taking the max width as 360 pixel or 360 pixel, anything you can take, and then add the max width. So that is max width equal to 480 pixel. So these are the minimum and maximum width of the electronic devices of small scale devices. So and it will take the header. So let us change some styles of the header, that is font size equal to 30 pixel. So I have changed the font size as 30 pixel, and let us take the item. So copy this item, so and paste it here. So we are going to change some styles. So that is, so write as display flex and then flex wrap equal to wrap. So and then justify content center. So now let us add the width. So width will be equal to 96%. So and then so remove this width, and then margin equal to 1%. So and then add the padding also. So padding equal to 1%. So say change the margin as 2%. So now let us add some styles to the unordered list also. So change the font size as, so 15 pixel. So refresh the output. So inspect the page for the small scale device. So we are getting the image somewhat bigger. So let us minimize it. So we are getting the image somewhat bigger. So I think so we did a mistake in style.css. Okay, let's open the style.css. We are getting the image somewhat bigger, so that I think so we did a mistake. So here image is not a class, so remove the dot. Now you can see this is how our application will look like in small scale devices. Okay, let us open the product.js. By using restructuring in React, we can remove these props repeated so many number of times. So for that, so open the braces and then write as post. So now we can remove these props. So let us run the React application. So let us see. So here we are getting some error because we want to remove these props. So let me remove all these things. So save the file. Now look at the output. So another thing is we can even rid of the post also. So for that, use colon and open the braces. So inside the post we have image and then name, then price and then list. So by using this destructuring in React, we can remove this post also. So select that post and remove all these things. So save the file. So look at the output. So this is how we can do the destructuring in React.